Now, you're here and this ride is already underway, so enjoy it, and remember, we do not offer refunds. And as usual, don't forget this is a live show, so send us your comments and let your voice be heard, and don't forget to share and like everything you see.
No, there's one in particular where it's uncouth to show the bottom of your feet.
Okay, what kind of fucked up person in charge decided, I don't want to see the bottom of your feet? That's too provocative.
Because if you look at the bottom of the feet, because it's like, how would you get to the bottom of the feet? I don't know.
Are they squatting on a glass table and crapping on it? Because that's why you won't see a glass table in my house. You know my theory about glass tables, right? Never trust anybody who has a glass coffee table. Because the only purpose of a glass coffee table is for you to lay underneath it while people crap on top of it and you jack off. Never trust anybody with a glass coffee table.
I'm losing internet connection, sir. I don't know what's going on.
You do not.
Oh God, no!
You do not have a glass coffee table, do you?
I don't have a coffee table.
So every time you go into someone's house and you see a glass coffee table, you're gonna be like, huh. And that's a welcome back to fan service, everybody. I thought I broke Harley during all of that.
I couldn't hear any of it.
You couldn't hear Kevin?
No, I heard Kevin. I didn't hear the explanation on why Kevin doesn't like glass tables. Because people poop on them.
Yeah. They
So yeah. So those who did hear it, just in case it wasn't heard through audio, Kevin has a thing that anyone who has a glass coffee table use it for scat fetishes involving getting people pooping down on the glass while someone below it looks up and watches.
I mean,
so what we're saying is,
I have a thing against window seals because I had a very large man come over to my house and shit on my window seal and blame it off my dogs.
That's so gross, y'all. That is so gross.
I'm just saying, for those who want, send Gavin a nice glass table for his house.
Not happening. So, welcome to
lots of glass tables.
The new season of fan service, y'all. This is your weekly geek field trip into little pop culture. We love doing this show live with you guys, and it always degrades in insanity. I hope you guys enjoyed our new mascot,
like
Kevin.
Voicing Kevin.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the right voice for Kevin, and as he was introing the show, I watched Harley's video just die.
That was beautiful and awesome.
It's just, yes. So, we've got a super fun time for you guys today. I'm one of your hosts, as always, Gavin. I'm joined by Harley.
I'm Harley, who's texting Mike, who would do a better Kevin voice.
Yeah, and she's mad at me because I have my days completely off, and I put that where this show was tomorrow. So, I interrupted her night of fan porn fiction reading, and she got mad at me for a little while.
I am mad at you.
She's like, I was just going to read porn fan fiction. And that started this whole conversation about porn that we have recorded that I may release some clips of later. You guys, like, Pocky's all quiet over there. He's like, wait a second. I need not sign up for this. And yes, we have Pocky with us as well. Say hey. He's not green screening his background today. I don't know why.
Nope, she is not.
So, anyways.
Because we're on Skype now. We're using another service. And it doesn't offer me the ability to do that stuff.
I can do it on my end if you send me the picture. But yeah, you can green screen on Skype.
I want Inuyasha's dick behind me. No, I just made it awkward.
No. I'm like
the official dick or the unofficial dick? Which dick are we digging here?
It needs to be one with like a micro peen, just so it's like, hey.
The Lentai version of Inuyasha's dick.
Okay. Do we really want to know?
I want Lentai images behind me.
I'm just gonna have my normal weird whatever random picture I chose, but I don't do that anymore apparently. That's weird.
So yeah, it's time to go ahead. Let's get the show started. We've got quite a few topics we're going to talk about today, and it's kind of funny. I do want to start with some toy news. Did you guys see that? Not that type of toy. Did you guys see that box that Ikea made for Legos?
Yes.
How genius is that? Like, where was that when we were small children?
I don't know, considering I didn't get into Legos until about 2 years ago.
What?
The answer. What? Oh,
What do you
sorry.
mean 2 years ago? Like, where were you? What were you doing?
I was not a Lego. I was not into Legos.
Everybody had at least 3 Legos. You picked them up at the
I
playground,
did not.
Harley. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't have Legos. My
I-
mom
I-
wanted me to be a girly girl, and I had Barbies.
So
and
what the
I
hell
would rather
happened?
I would rather spend time outside in my dad's motorcycle shop playing with T-wrenches.
Can't fault that. Can't fault it at
Nope.
all. So I
have recently bought 3 Lego sets, so hopefully.
I haven't bought
hoping
Lego
to have
sets in a
bought
while.
3 Lego sets.
I'm ordering the new Harry Potter Lego set of Diagon Alley.
I think I want to pick up the just the Mario figures. Maybe one of the playsets was that new Mario set. But I think I want to pick up just one of the Mario packs and maybe one that comes with like Piranha Plant and just one time just see how it works, and I'm never gonna touch it again.
Oh god, I am never gonna look at, Mario villains again the same way after today.
How's that?
I found an artist on TikTok that makes
Of course.
humanized 2D husbando versions of the Mario villains. And
Wasn't there like a
Piranha
sexy
Plant.
Bowser? Wait.
Bowser had a 6-pack and like a pierced nipple, and I was like, I'm never gonna look at this again.
There was a
the
Piranha Plant?
was really chiseled, and he was smoking a cigarette, and it was like, yes.
No, I've seen those pictures too. It's like, Bowser.
I have never in my life thought to sexualize Bowser. Like even Chomp Chain in the Piranha Plant. I was like, I was never into that. Like, she even has a sexy version of Rainbow Road. How do you sexualize and humanize a road?
The same way they sexualized freaking Hogwarts.
With a
No,
Kraken.
Hogwarts. I want to lick your windows. And it's not just any Kraken. It's the Kraken that lives in the lake.
No, you guys are all smoking some crack. So
I want to lick your windows.
Look at that 12-inch tree. It's just begging.
I think my most exciting part about this IKEA thing is they're selling just a basic set of Legos, no instructions, which I love. I think people have forgotten that Legos can be whatever you want them to be because we're so used to the licenses now. I love watching kids with Legos going, where's the instructions? How do I build that? That's not the point of Legos, bitch. If the Legos is just a build. Whatever you want. And now you have a badass box. They're so lucky. We didn't have that when we were kids.
Put it together, to glue it together so it doesn't ever come apart again.
Oh, you're one of those. Yeah, I know. Please tell me that's not a bottle of piss.
No, it's creepy.
Okay. Because I was watching all of our best of clips to get them ready, and the World of Warcraft Bottle Me story hit, and I was like, please tell me that's not a bottle of piss.
No, it's I drink HEB's green tea with mango, so
That is good to have. All right,
Good
so the
I'm
other
trying to
toy
cut back
news.
on my bad things.
The other fun toy news is, did y'all see that article today? That some random people in South America found a cargo container full of 80s mask toys. Can you imagine finding what that was Star Wars toys? Could you imagine how rich you would be if you came across a random container of toys from the 80s that have not been touched?
Yeah, I kind of want. I want Caleb's. I want Caleb's take on this, because this is kind of like, this is right up there where they discovered the hiding spot of all the Atari ETs.
Yeah, I watched that documentary.
But this doesn't surprise me, knowing that so many shipping containers and pirates and whatnot is from South America just steal shit, and they're then they get arrested or something, and then they lose track of it. It's not really surprising, but at the same time, a 40-year-old product is now found.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, man, Mask isn't as popular, but it's getting more popular because they're making the new series and stuff. What if they had found some completely random like trailer of bootleg toys from Mexico, and they were like, "What? Like, what was one of those old '80s toy lines that nobody liked?" There were so many because there were so many
GoBots.
toy lines. Oh, yeah, like a trailer full of GoBots, man. You would have thought, "What?" And then you saw GoBots, and like, let's just burn it. Let's just burn it all down to the
Yeah.
ground.
Its value is more in the metal, because GoBots actually used to, much like Transformers, had metal in it, so the metal would be worth more than the GoBot.
Yeah, just trade that in, y'all. GoBots. What a horrible idea that was.
You know, it actually predates Transformers.
Yeah, well, Transformers did it right. GoBots had horrible designs. I ain't even lying. Harley's like, there's a fan fiction about GoBots. She's all, oh yeah, she was the girl. She didn't get to have fun.
No.
fun
Well,
toys.
I had Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright was the shit. So was Strawberry Shortcake.
She was the shit.
Fuck yeah, she just ran around, did what she wanted to do.
And Starlight. Fuck that. Fuck everybody and their unicorns. I want a fucking Starlight.
No, I was gonna say was GoBots also, like, the fact that one of their big transforming reveals was like rock boars, which was like robots that could turn into rocks.
They all did that though. He-Man did that. They had the Rock Lords. There was another line that did that.
Makes sense. It's a fantasy kingdom, so it's like, oh, we have a species of rock people. That makes sense.
It transformed into a boulder. How boring can you possibly get?
You named your hero. You named the leader of the organization that's supposed to stop the villains. Leader 1.
I can hear the dog.
Yeah, she's one of those, like, I want in, I want out, I want in, I want out.
I want out. I want in. I want out. Yeah. So
He's sitting outside the door, scratching on the door. I'm just not gonna let him in.
She's like, yeah, she's not happy.
So let's talk about this story Harley had that I'm excited for. The Suicide Squad
kills Justice League.
Yes. What were your thoughts on that? Since you're more of a DC fan than I am.
I am more of a DC fan. I absolutely fucking loved it. I was captivated the moment the trailer started. I laughed really hard with Harley laying on a deck, and she was going for that piece of pizza until somebody shot it out of her hand. I laughed at she was like telling Waller she was doing all this shit as she went for the pizza. And then my absolute favorite part at the end is, of course, Captain Boomerang going, "Have you figured out who we're killing yet?" And everybody just kind of stops and points.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty fun. I'm glad
that King Shark also looked like he did in the Harley Quinn cartoon.
I mean, I will buy the game just so I can play King Shark. I mean, come on. And then they released the trailer for the movie at the DC fandom, and there's a lot of fucking characters in this movie. I think they may have shot themselves in the foot with it a little bit.
So they did it so they could kill a bunch of them off.
Like right at the beginning, like boom, they're all dead. Like
you know, they're gonna kill off John Cena. They're probably gonna kill off Peter Capaldi. They're probably gonna kill off John Barrowman. Oh, not John Barrowman. Who is he? Ryan Reynolds. No. I don't know. I can't think of his name now.
Wait, which
there's
movie
a whole
are we talking about?
It's the new Suicide Squad movie. There's like 20 characters in it.
List of like C and D list villains that I know they're gonna kill off first.
Why go through all that effort of paying these people, these high-profile people, to put them in a movie just to kill them off?
Because they're fun.
I mean, Deadpool did it really well.
The most obscure, off-the-wall bullshit, like arms fall off boy.
Oh, was it Polka Dot guy or Condiment King?
Polka Dot Man is probably gonna die too.
I was like, really, Polka Dot Man? You guys, come on now.
I mean, arms fall off boy, really? The only thing I had an issue with was King Shark looked almost as bad as Killer Croc did.
Killer Croc looked horrible in that first movie. King Shark at least looks somewhat okay this one. You can tell he's a shark, not just some scaly old sewer dweller.
I thought he just had like a weird head. He doesn't even have like a shark-ish head.
Pocky?
I was gonna say I watched it and I was getting this feeling like you guys really want this to be Guardians of the Galaxy, but with villains. And I'm
Well,
like,
it is James Gunn, so
yeah, I mean, it's James Gunn, so he's just doing Guardians of the Galaxy. But it's like, I found it okay. I agree. I feel it's like we're having all these villains to kill them because we want to, which makes me question like who's going to be the hard to kill target. Because if they're doing all these villains, a lot of them are just going to be like, here's Farms Fall Off Boy, and then he just dies.
Yeah,
no.
there's a
Watch
lot of
him
them
be the
are-
one
they're
that like
literally
lives to
there
the
be
end.
cannon fodder.
Yeah,
No,
I can see I can see Harley beating this guy to death with his literal own arms.
I
No.
guarantee there will be a joke about it.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I guarantee at some point she's gonna pick up them arms and go, "Look, I'm armed and dangerous."
But
And if she
my
does
thing
it,
is,
they missed a good part.
my thing is, I kind of wish they would have done the animated, or at least a style of the animated story where the Suicide Squad has to break into Arkham.
That was a good one. That was a good one, but it's already been done. It's been done in the animated version. Their animated movies are far better than half the live action stuff. So
what I'm saying is,
I can't ask for anything better than they didn't put Margot Robbie in a trampy outfit again.
True.
Yeah.
I also thought the Snyder cut. I really want to watch it. I really do. Like the designs just look better. Like Steppenwolf, whole lot better than what we got. Like, but Apocalypse kind of looked little people-ish, like the play school toys. But yeah,
like he looks
Still
like
better
a
than
waffle.
Yeah, it is better than nothing.
It still looks better.
But it looks.
That someone said I like that there was an AV critic who said the trailer did really impress him. Like the Snyder Cut trailer really did impress him. He wasn't like negative on it. He was just like, if you like this movie and you wanted to see more of it, it's good. If you didn't like this movie and you're going to see more of it, you're not going to like this. Like this is how this basically all this guy said. And Zack Snyder was like, maybe if you worried about integrity and how you really, you know, about the real artist vision, you would see how important this is.
I'd rather see the better cut of the original Suicide Squad movie that didn't cut out the gorgeous wedding scene.
Isn't that in the the extended cut? Because I have both versions. We talked about this before.
I don't think it is.
I need to go watch it. I'll probably watch it this weekend.
I have other things.
Anyways, so yeah, it was really funny that DC did this big fandom event. Then yesterday they shut down their community sites where people can't complain in the marketplaces, and they fired half their staff last month. Like, I don't understand what's going on at DC at all, but like they talked about it on Red Web before, and I was just like, who the hell knows what's going on over there?
Yeah. Probably getting ready to sell to Disney.
It's kind of a frightening prospect, but not really.
The fact that
as
you
much.
said that, it almost sounds real.
Yeah, it's kind of frightening. I mean, as much as I love Disney, like we were talking about Disney this week because they're celebrating Disneyland's 65th anniversary, and they released a pop that you can only buy in the parks. Of course, I'm talking to Harley the whole time, like freaking out. I gotta have this thing, and she's like, I gotta have this thing. Like we're just going crazy over it this week.
That's like it was another thing. It was like thinking of all the things that Disney has tried to buy or like it turned down to buy. You know they're kicking themselves in the ass for not buying Harry Potter.
Oh, you know, in a heartbeat, they're like, oh.
They had the chance and they turned it down.
You know how much you can tell they're kicking themselves for it? Look at all their effort trying to make Harry Potter happen.
Yeah.
Like look at Percy Jackson. Look at the what do they call it? The second.
Was Percy Jackson Disney?
Yes.
Okay.
Percy Jackson. Because if you buy the books and you look at the spine, it says Disney on it.
It's Hyperion. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. They also have what coming up is what the second child, the Secret Society of Second Children, which is the second children of royalty, and that they're actually all got superpowers because the firstborn has to rule the country, but the second one has to defend it, and they're all billionaire kids with superpowers.
It sounds like another Sky High wannabe.
I like Sky High though.
No, because Sky High was You know what? I can almost probably relate to these kids. All of them are millionaires. Like, the troubled girl has, like, really cool tech before she joins the organization, because that's what she does.
Well,
like-
the other thing that I find really weird that Disney's doing is, did you see they're getting into the Goosebumps game with what is it, Chillers? And the
Yeah.
first story is about a like unpopular girl who makes a deal with Ursula of all people to be popular in school. Like, and they're marketing these things like scary books for children. And I was like, when I was a kid, we have fucking scary stories to tell in the dark. We had the Wish Giver. We had some serious scary shit.
We had oh god, we had
Yeah,
we had all those
Goosebumps,
scary stories.
Nightmare
Yeah, I've
Street.
got scary
There was another one called
stories.
Nightmare Street.
Nightmare
I have
Street and a
all
dark,
the
dark
Goosebumps.
room.
We had the
Like-
older version of Goosebumps too. God, I can't remember what they were. Their storylines were, but they were closer to, like, they were still R.L. Stine and labeled Goosebumps, but they were like for older teens, and they were
Yeah.
like borderline like Stephen King.
Yeah,
Well-
he actually in that one kills people. Like,
I just thought-
kids will die. Someone will die in that books.
I just thought it was hilarious that Disney's like, oh, let's scare children because they're so afraid to actually do that it's going to be like, really? Make me popular, Ursula. Tee-hee-hee. Like, there's nothing scary about that, y'all.
No,
Yeah.
it's pseudo fear. As
long as you follow Ursula's rules, you're fine.
Well,
I
didn't
mean,
they
the joke
try something like this with Kingdom Keepers? Because I did read the first Kingdom Keepers book. I thought it was an interesting concept. The AI villains become, like, sentient. But that's as far as I got. Oh, no, here comes
the
Harley.
weird, like, what are the what if storylines?
I do like the what if storylines. Like, the Ursula one was badass.
What's the
And they-
one
Like the-
storylines?
It's called, what are they called? There's the series is called, like, they I don't know, they just released another one.
Yeah, but they do like these what ifs. So like the Beauty and the Beast one is what if the witch that transformed him to the Beast was actually Belle's mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's the biggest fan theory on the planet anyway, was that she was Belle's mom.
So I like the what if stories. Like the Ursula one was what if Ariel didn't bother. She became the queen of the ocean. Ursula still ruled the land. And I know that the Cinderella one is what if she didn't get out of the tower and stepmom won or something. But I kind of thought the story of Cinderella 3 was interesting, where she had the wand and went back in time.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird, but it was kind of interesting. Anyways, what I don't think is going to be very interesting, going to the next news story, is we got details of Netflix's Resident Evil series. And I'm glad I wasn't the only one that wasn't sold. Like, okay, Harley, what was your impression when you read the synopsis?
I didn't hear what is the synopsis.
Okay, so basically it involves Wesker's daughters who are living in New Raccoon City, and the outbreak hits there, and they end up like 7 years later overseas or something. Like, that's about as much as I got from this synopsis.
I was like, it's Mary Sue Resident Evil.
It is very not what I would have done, and I feel like they're going a young adult route unnecessarily. Like I said, not that there's anything wrong with that, but Resident Evil is a very old franchise that a lot of people have grown up with. And they could have gone the route of The Witcher.
Video game people trying to make not video game people trying to make a video game movie.
Yeah. I was hoping for something along the lines of The
do.
Witcher that would be serious and hardcore and adult. No, we're getting some convoluted storyline that makes the movies look like Shakespeare, probably. I bet you that's what we're going to get.
So basically the premise is, what if Wesker, who had no children, according to thing, has 3 daughters.
2 daughters.
2 daughters who then end up in Neo Raccoon City, where
In the
outbreak
past. It takes place in 2 eras, the past and the future. So when they're grown up, they're overseas, and their kids are in New Raccoon City. You look as confused as I am.
Something convoluted bullshit
Like
they did with The Witcher.
Pocky just does not look like he's like not sold.
I'm not sold. The thing is, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. You could have done like a good story about like the fall of Raccoon City and end season 1 with the nuke going off. You could do season 2 about how Leon and Claire and Chris and all of them brought down fucking Umbrella, because that's never explained in the games. It's just it happens.
It happens.
I think you have to understand, we don't want to go the Walking Dead territory. We don't want to go apocalyptic territory. I get that. I would have gone with more of a Hunter's storyline with the Stars and Chris Redfield after the fact, as they're running around from cities trying to discover whatever's going on. I would have probably enjoyed something like that more. But like, how do you not borderline doing The Walking Dead or anything else that's already been done that we're just kind of tired of?
Well, simple.
I mean, that's what it's going to end up being.
Yeah, it's just gonna be The Walking Dead. What they should have done was done a zombie political espionage, corporate espionage level thing, where it's like they know what Umbrella is capable of. They know the level of power. You could even do it pre-Code Veronica, where the siblings are still in charge. You could do this entire thing where they're trying to solve, like, they're trying to stop Umbrella, who is this super corporation who can get away with destroying an entire city. That would have been actually really interesting, and then every once in a while you break out with zombies. Like, you treat the zombies as your big third act. Oh god, shit went just down so bad. You know, Umbrella's released zombies into the population, and they have to stop that.
Well, I also think they really should not focus as much on zombies as much as they should the monsters, like Nemesis and the Lickers and all the other things. Like, that will help set it apart.
X.
Yeah, any of that stuff will help set it apart. So, I don't know. I'm really not excited, and it makes me kind of sad.
Netflix just keeps getting weirder and weirder content. Like, I mean, today even Netflix put out that they're looking at putting Jason Momoa in with The Witcher.
I saw that. But you know what? He did make a really good Conan. As much as people want to trash that movie because it wasn't Arnold, that was a pretty good movie, and he did an amazing job as Conan. And people will hate this show now because I said that.
Jason,
but
anything that Jason Momoa gets shirtless in, I watch anyway. So, I mean, it's not that I have a problem. He is a fantastic actor. I like him. I just feel like I feel like Netflix is using him as their, hey, watch my shit, because he's probably gonna get shirtless.
Like, hey, we gave you Henry Cavill last season. Now we're giving you Henry Cavill and Jason Momoa, all in the same season.
And they'll both be naked.
Yeah, they'll both be naked. You might even see Jason Momoa ass.
I mean, I got a lot of Jason Momoa ass in the first season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but
true story.
Like, I think the biggest problem with Netflix, in my opinion, is whatever they do season 1, they feel they have to not just do better, but go so beyond that.
Step it up. They have to
just
go beyond plus ultra.
Yeah, they have to constantly go plus ultra everything.
They have to DBZ it is what they have to do. Every season has to be bigger and better.
Like, what are they going to do third season? Get like a female that everyone wants to see shirtless and naked, and get
who would you want to see added?
Henry Cavill and like Jason Momoa, and then like.
I mean, don't we have a whole nother we have a redhead chick that he like the
who would it be though?
Too?
Who would it be? Who would you put in there to be shirtless with those two? Which female would you put in?
Well, so there's another girl that I know that
that's not what I'm asking you. Who would you put in there to be a third season shirtless with these two?
I gotta think like who I want it to be a sandwich.
She's all. It's just too much. It's just too much.
I mean, I always want Emil Clark to be with Jason Momoa, but they would just like tower over her.
Yeah,
yes, every girl would be like, "I want to be that girl," and all the guys are like,
"I want to be that sandwich."
I want to be that sandwich.
Okay, no, we're okay.
I don't know. I really don't find Harry attractive.
Who?
Henry Cavill.
Cavill. Yeah, I don't find him. I am not a. No, I don't. I mean, he's hot as girl, but I don't know.
Harley, cut your losses. Let's just move on.
I'd rather go after that Jason
I don't
Momoa.
know. I don't know. I mean, him shirtless putting that computer together was like fun.
Oh my god. Anyway, so
Just don't like his face.
yeah.
Make him wear a bag.
All right, so I want your opinion on the next story, which I don't know how to
We're gonna
take
give
yet.
it to you. You didn't have to ask.
Yeah, you're gonna
Power-
get our opinion anyway.
The CW's Powerpuff Girls show, where they're college kids who got robbed out of childhood and are disgruntled.
Why the fuck are you saying that? I pulled this up.
CW's doing a Powerpuff revival, and it's live action where the girls are grown up now. They're like in college.
Nope, done.
They're like in
Live action.
college, and they're
There
not
already
happy.
Like, there already is their adult version of Powerpuff Girls.
They
It's
have
made in Japan.
they have to, reconcile the fact that it's gonna be full of unnecessary teen drama because it's CW. It's gonna be full of unnecessarily ridiculously.
Are they fucking the Rowdy Rough Boys now?
I love the Rowdy Rough Boys. Don't even get, so you're looking at this. It's a true. So they're like, oh, they're reviving Powerpuff Girls. Like, it didn't work when they just revived the new cartoon series. I hated it. It wasn't the same. And then I read it's a live action series of the CW, and they're in college, and they don't like the fact that they got robbed of their childhood. So I was like, one, it's not gonna be full of any sort of superhero powers. How are they gonna handle all the villains like him and Sedusa and all those badass characters? Like, where are they gonna go? Are they gonna be like old and disgruntled now too?
Play Mojo Jojo.
Exactly. How? No, Mojo Jojo's gonna be some like
Peter Dinklage better fuck you playing Mojo Jojo.
No. They're not gonna have that. Mojo Jojo's gonna evolve to some like hot, hunky, heartbroken teen that goes to college with them and is all like, Mojo Jojo. Like, I don't know how they're gonna pull this off.
Like, emo bang Mojo Jojo.
No. So here's my thing. You know what this sounds like? Someone went, hey, Riverdale failed. What if we got the Powerpuff Girls and did that?
You know, there is gonna be some kind of like teen angst sex between the Rowdy Rough Boys and the Powerpuff Girls.
Well, they have to bring the Rowdy Rough Boys back, and that they'd have to come through him. Like, how do you handle him? The concept of him and Townsville and all of those crazy, like, where did the kaiju come into? Like, how do they, like, if they just strip all of that out?
Pull this off?
I don't know how the fuck they're gonna pull this off. It makes no sense to me.
I think they're not. I think honestly, it's going to be a lot of. It's going to be Buffy. It's going to be Angel. It's going to be the bad guy's not going to show. The real power of the villain is not going to show up till the third act. It's going to be 10 minutes, and it's probably going to not look like good.
Oh no, I hate this already.
Oh, who's in charge?
Here, hit it, Harley.
So
I hate this already.
Did they already cast some of it?
Yes, those are the girls.
No.
I hate it already.
I didn't know they've gone that far.
Hold on, I can't see that. So.
I did not know they've gone that far.
Hang on. Like, no,
I'm really scared now. See, I watched the original cartoon at Spike and Mike. It was the Kick-Ass Girls.
I watched Powerpuff Girls religiously.
I did too. I fucking watched every season.
Cody, Heather Regner, and Berlani Prods are who is in charge from the show.
See, here's the thing. I won't hold it against. We need to say something. We are not holding against the actresses that are doing these roles.
Well, I'm just wondering how they're gonna.
So,
we're not faulting people.
The guy that did Arrowverse, Greg Berlanti, is who's doing it.
Oh shit! What if they do a Cartoon Network verse and we get like Dexter's Lab next, and we get Cow and Chicken after that? Like,
so no. If they're gonna do this, what I really want is the person who did the Grim Adventures of
Billy and Mandy,
Grim Jr.
Yeah.
No, Grim Jr. and Mini Mandy, the webcomic. I want that guy.
Okay, so that's Bleeding Cool. That's the artist's name, and he did what if the Powerpuff Girls were in high school?
Well, he did. He also did.
Where Dexter and Bubbles.
No, Blossom and
Blossom.
Dexter were together.
Yes.
A live action
and I
teen romance
big,
drama.
Giant, fist off adult Mandy.
Oh my god. All those, like, you could throw in Johnny Bravo as the aging, like, hipster, like, this isn't funny. Like, I actually kind of want to watch this to see how they would pull it off now.
I mean, watching the pilot will be
I want
fine.
that. I want big adult grown up pissed off Mandy, and I want Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack to be gay together.
They also need to put in, just for good measure, Kids Next Door, because they would be about the same age as the Powerpuff Girls.
Cool. It's Snafu Comics.
Snafu Comics. I thought the artist
That's who
name
did it.
was Bleeding Cool.
No, this is Snafu.
This is Snafu? Okay. Sorry, it's been a very long time since I read that comic.
Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to wait and see with this one and see how it comes across, because I just
Yeah, that's
don't
So
know.
it's the writer, one of the writers responsible for it is the writer of Victoria Mars and Sleepy Hollow.
And I like Sleepy Hollow. Diablo
Y'all-
Cody did Juno.
At the end of the day, it's the Powerpuff Girls. How?
We all know how bad this is gonna be. It's gonna be fucking terrible. It's on the CW.
Of course.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's I don't know. It won't reek bad unless.
Oh no, it's gonna be awful.
Bitch, it is live action Powerpuff Girls. You get rid of the style, the humor, and all the adult innuendo of that show, and it's nothing. They're turning it into
Awful.
a generic teen drama with some random love
It's
interest.
gonna
You
end-
know the
somebody's
codename
gonna
Kids
end
Next
up
Doors are going to be
pregnant.
there. You know Billy and Mandy are going to be
Somebody's gonna end up
there.
pregnant, and that's what's gonna happen.
It's just no.
It's
Just
CW.
no. Just freaking no. It would be interesting to see them do the Cartoon Network young drama Arrowverse, but anyways. All right, so keeping up media stories, Pocky wants to read us a press release. But as
I'm
he's
not
reading
gonna read
this,
all of it because it is pretty lengthy. But basically,
we need to be humming. Oh, what is it? What is you want us to hum?
I will tell you, it's glory, glory. You know the.
Ready, Harley? We need to hum.
Hold on.
I'm ready.
I have to get to the point. After months of lockdown, we are excited to reopen our theaters. We are ready for a larger-than-life spectacle, and precisely with Christopher Nolan's Tenet was created for. The director's new movie is an action-packed espionage mystery with intrigue and time manipulation components. Hold on.
I don't see what's so bad about this.
Hold on, I haven't got to the point yet.
Well, just get to the point.
I gotta get. Yeah, hold on. My internet is by tracking.
Take
this
notes.
side-
Next time, take notes.
No, I had a thing, and then it's like the website reset itself. Hold on. Christopher Nolan shoots on larger-than-life film format to create images for exciting clarity and detail, not just a spectacle, but he approaches design to show off the unique characters and world of each of his movies. Nolan could have created regular bank heists with the opening of The Dark Knight, but instead used IMAX film to visualize and
Boy, they're really
experience
sucking his
of
dick,
all
aren't they?
Showstopper that still stands out to this day, many years later.
Oh,
Christopher Nolan, hold on. Christopher Nolan wrote, "When people think about movies, their mind first goes to the stars, the studio, the glamour. But movie business is about everybody. The people who work at the concession stands, running the equipment, ticket takers, booking movies, selling advertisements, and cleaning the bathrooms at your local theater. Regular people pay many paid hourly wages rather than a salary, earn a living running the most affordable and
Wait.
democratic."
Did he
of
really
our
say
community
we
gathering
underpay our
places.
employees, basically? Like, that is
Yes,
the most...
The last article was what I wanted to focus on, but like I said, the thing just shot straight to the top. But like Christopher Nolan's like, "This is democratic. Go see my movie Tenet now in theaters."
Oh, God. Anyways, I heard Tenet's not as good as you want it to be. It's got a lot of... People are going with a lot of expectations and are kind of disappointed.
Also, they're asking theaters to be open, and the part of this article I didn't read because it is fairly lengthy and it cuts out really points, is that they're saying it is worth risking getting sick with COVID for this movie.
I don't know. I went and sat and watched New Mutants, and I enjoyed Jill and I being the only two people in the theaters. Highly
Yeah.
enjoyed my personal viewing experience. Like the concession stand guy brought me my food.
We were gonna
But
go
no,
see
that was
Bill and
fun.
Ted at the Draft House, but Phil's back just couldn't make it that day. And
I
the
rented
thing
it
is,
in the living room.
yeah, I'm just gonna end up getting it here because I love Bill and Ted. But it was like, one, I'm not really ready yet because I am immunocompromised. Not as bad as it can be, but I've already been told by doctors if I get it, I'm going to be in the hospital for a while. So I've been really trying to just avoid it. And then Phil's back wasn't working well, so we didn't make it. It would have been fun. I can't wait to get back to movie theaters, but I realized I didn't really miss it this summer. Like, there was a lot of movies I wanted to see that just didn't come out. Like, I can't wait to watch Wonder Woman. Mulan, I'm waiting until December.
I'm excited about Mulan. I'm excited about Wonder Woman. There was a
Black Widow. Like, I realized we missed.
Out this year. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I realized we missed an entire summer of movies, and I was too preoccupied to even really care. Like, you know, it's just weird. But so next year we better have a super fucking summer next year because it needs to be like the summer of '84. Everything great needs to come out next year.
Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Now the problem with the summer of '84 is there was a lot of movies that it wasn't until years later that they got their love, like UHF. Like UHF, the Weird Al movie,
True story.
Did get like its box office bombed, and people said it was because Weird Al was box office poison. And it's like, no, you put it up for the same week of like Lethal Weapon and RoboCop.
They
going,
didn't go
guys.
nowhere.
Good you.
All right, so we're gonna see how the movie season pans out next year. Next up, I'm excited. I don't know if you are, but they announced that they're making a Monster Hunter World board game, and I have no idea how this is gonna work.
I'm gonna buy the shit out of it.
It's going to be on Kickstarter, which means it's going to have all sorts of extra stuff, but it's the phases where you do your research, you do your crafting, then you go out and you hunt things. I was like,
it sounds like the perfect game for me.
I just want a board game where you just run around with people and hunt stuff, but you got to like research the monsters and things. They're trying to make it a phase thing, which I guess I kind of get, but I can't wait.
So what you're saying is you want to play Mousetrap, but first what we do is we build the Mousetrap, and then you flip it, and you're done.
Oh my god, that would be freaking hilarious if it were like Mousetrap, where you had to build a weird contraptions and try to trap the little thing into the cage, like the whole Rube Goldberg thing goes on. No, and like, it's gonna have campaign play.
What I mean is, like, in the actual board game Mousetrap, you don't build the Mousetrap. You have to go through the board and build it one piece at a time.
Yeah, you're building a Mousetrap then, Pocky.
Right. But what I'm saying is, where some people just build the Mousetrap and then just turn the crank and they're done. That's what you're wanting. You're wanting to immediately go hunt the monster.
You
gotta research the monster.
I don't understand the purpose of researching the monster. I don't know how this. I mean, it just seems like unnecessary, like game turns that you're gonna just waste time on. It doesn't seem like it's a streamlined system where you just get people together.
Because that is what. I mean, that's what it does in the video game. You gotta go through and research. You can't just go out and, like, hunt it. You have to go through and research the monster.
Harley, anyone's gonna buy this game has played the freaking video game, so they already know what the monsters are. So there's no point to make them go research what they already know.
Sniff its butt.
You've got to dissect its poop.
There has to be an app with this one.
Like, you've gotta go.
No, it's
sniffing.
So the thing is, like,
part of the gameplay.
You have to collect pieces. You do that all the time. All part of the game is, hey, there's this thing in the forest. Really? There's a thing in the forest? There's totally a thing in the forest. You should go figure out what the thing is.
If it were like Clue and you had to find, maybe it's like Clue and you got to find mysteries to what it is, and then the big boss is revealed. I could see that. That would be kind of fun.
That's kind of what happens when there's like the Elder Dragons. You're just like, oh wait, ooh.
Yeah, so
I found a footprint. What does the footprint belong to?
It also a question of, like, there's a lot of questions I have, like, how does the monster mechanic work? Is it the board game itself as the monster, or
is I have a feeling,
is a player the monster? And if it is player as the monster, does he get the lesser monsters to use as kind of like ammo against the players before the big guy shows up?
I have a feeling it's going to follow that Legends card format, like I have the Aliens Legends card format, and the system designed so that the game is the bad guys. I can see it working like that, but I also see it working with an app. I love the fact that they're starting to include more app things into the games. Like I got the Nemesis app this week because I backed Lockdown, and that game is so complicated it needs a fucking app, like just to kind of streamline things. So I have a feeling
I
this
mean, we
might
all
be
know
part
you're
of an
gonna
app.
buy it anyway, so.
We don't going to buy it anyways because, well, I don't know. It depends. Because my next big Kickstarter purchase is going to be the He-Man board game. So if anything comes out around that, fuck it. I'm done.
Speaking of
You're
the
buying that
He-Man,
Monster Hunter.
speaking of the He-Man board game, there's also going to be Legends of the Heroes of the Universe role-playing game coming out soon.
Yeah, the He-Man role-playing game, which I may pick up, but I have the
Oh,
other
you
one.
know
I
I'm
don't-
picking it up.
Well, I'll just let you
If
pick
you
it up,
want-
and then we can play it all together, because I will totally play an Orko character and just be badass. I like how everyone's quiet. They're like, what?
I'm like, wasn't Orko from another dimension that just sort of showed up and then was you know? But you know, everyone's gay, and everyone's gonna be gay in the role playing game, right? Everyone has to be gay.
Kiss Catra and
Whatever. I don't give a damn.
look up.
No, He-Man was gay. He-Man was very gay. He
Well,
had a
Prince
hidden-
Adam wore nothing but purple and
Legit
pink.
gay.
Prince Adam
He
was totally gay.
100% gay.
I mean,
all
look at
the
him.
gay.
Look at him. He was dressed for a gay strip club every fucking day, and then he took off his clothes and wore a giant fur belt. Like, I love He-Man.
No,
I'm gay.
the creator, not the creative hero, but one of the creative minds behind He-Man has already said legitimately he was trying to make a gay superhero.
That would explain
Right.
Fisto.
That would explain all of it. By the way, if you ever get a chance, read the He-Man Bible. Like that thing.
I
is
have a
just-
bunch of them here. I have got the art book. I have the character encyclopedia coming. I've got the mini comic collection somewhere around here. I've got all that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a world, like a Tolkien level world in that game.
I think we may have killed Harley. She's like done.
No.
So with that, that's the end of our show today.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gavin,
Yeah.
do Kevin voices again.
I do. I have 3 more Kevin intros before I find the voice for it. They're all different. So I hope you enjoy them as the coming weeks come. But yes, I need to find an official voice for Kevin, and we need to make a Kevin puppet so every now and then he can be on the show.
We also
Who
need a
gets to
Mr.
keep Kevin
we
at the
also-
house?
You
we also
do.
need- We also need a Mr. Butthole Demon head, like a Mr. Potato Head, except it's Mr. Butthole Demon.
With just
Mr.
one
Butthole
hole where you
Demon,
just put the
Kevin.
eye in. Like,
You put the eye in. You can put different accessories on top. Maybe he wants a Fedora. Have
This
you ever
is-
thought of that?
this is going to be interesting.
Mr.
So,
G-
I think Kevin needs a vagina girlfriend. I don't know why.
yes, they already brought up the fact that they're already planning Kevin's cohort, which is a vagina demon girlfriend. So, I don't know yet.
I
Let's
think,
just...
he should be in a. I think he should be in a polyamorous relationship with both male and female. Have a representation of the true crew.
No, so it has to be a vagina demon because Kevin's husband thinks women's vaginas blink.
Yeah, there was an interesting video conversation between me, Phil, and Harley this week. Phil has never seen a vagina. He doesn't want to see a vagina. They scare him. And he goes, "'Cause they weak." And Harley goes, "What the
So
fuck?"
I have so many questions because that man has entered an adult entertainment bookstore, video store. That means just vaginas everywhere.
No, he goes in like this,
Yeah, just
blinders.
as far as the eye can see.
So
Vaginas
apparently,
as
hold on.
far as you can
The
see,
the
so-
reason is because he doesn't really like strangers, and so he was a young gay because he was gay. He was embarrassed to go to the store. He went when no one was there, and then all of a sudden this dude behind him goes, "You'll like that one," and he says he squealed and ran right the fuck out the front door. So
which is hilarious. 'Cause
Amazing.
That's the opposite of what me and my brother did when we first went to our video stores at different times. I just like, this is mine. My brother did the same thing. This is mine.
We're done.
Looking for sex toys, man.
so
And
that's
then I
it for
take
this
random
episode.
guys With me.
We're not
And it
talking
makes
about
them-
porn stores anymore, y'all. This is. I did tell you the best porn store story ever, right? All right.
No.
So
Probably.
you know you've got really good friends when they have this one time in the porn store story. So I was with my best friend in high school. We went to prom. I went with my date. He had his date. He hated his date.
Oh wait,
so
we have
just
heard the story.
Yes.
where we ran into his dad. Yeah, we ran into his dad, the school teacher, and he goes, "Don't tell mom," and then just kind of slinks away. Yeah. So no, you guys have a friend that has this one time in the porn store story, so you're good to go. All right, so that's it. We are.
Store, I made somebody wear a male wear lingerie.
I went to a porn store in Killeen, Texas, with an ex of mine, who.
Wait, you had exes? I've just pictured you were recording your whole life.
Nope. Courtney and I have only been together for 9 years. Because I had the 8-year thing. But no, I went to a Killeen bookstore with an ex of mine, and nothing better than seeing a bunch of military guys and their, hopefully, maybe wives or girlfriends. I don't know. And then just them like trying to pick out porn together.
It's hilarious. All right, so that's it for this episode. We've been trying to wrap it up, but we keep going into porn. And I would like one episode where we didn't divulge ourselves into porn talk, and I don't think that's going to happen.
No, that is never happening.
No. Our
I still think
now is a butthole demon.
When you see next week's opening credits, I think it's the best porn talk we've ever had is in there. So that's it. We'll see you guys next week, Wednesday, Harley, at 9:30, which has always been. Tomorrow is Super Gamer Bros.
Put it up Thursday.
I know my days have been off, but tomorrow's Super Gamer Bros, an entirely new format. We hope you guys really enjoy. So, and don't forget, Red Web is Tuesdays on 7:30. So tomorrow, 8 o'clock, come and see us at Super Gamer Bros. Have lots of fun. We'll see you guys next week, right here on Fan Service. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
I want to show you guys my screen. That's what I have to look at. That's what I have to look at with these people. Come on now. Come on. Oh, I can't do it. Pocky looks confused.